A guten Erev Shabbos. I hope everybody had a wonderful Pesach. I recently heard a story from Rabbi Moshe Weinberger from the Five Towns about a member of his community named Mr. Michael Levine, who is blind. Michael told the following story at his mother's funeral. When Michael was a kid, there was nothing that he wanted more than to walk to school on his own. So his mother began working with him day by day, training him how to count the steps to the corner, how to cross the street. And after doing this for many, many months, she finally told him that the next day he would be able to walk to school on his own. The night before he couldn't sleep, he was so excited. He got up in the morning, he took his lunch, and he began walking to school. He walked to the corner, he made a left, and then he made a right. And as he comes to school, the guard greets him. "Good morning, Michael." And then he hears the guard say, "And good morning, Mrs. Levine." Just like, even though Michael didn't know his mother was accompanying him to school, but his mother at all times had his back. Hashem, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, at all times protects us and guards us and has our back. There's a fascinating Rashi. When Yosef went down to Mitzrayim, so Rashi says that Hashem made it so that the caravan that transported him to Egypt was carrying spices. Generally, caravans carried kerosene, but Hashem specifically didn't want Yosef HaTzadik to travel to Egypt with a bad-smelling odor of kerosene, and instead he provided him with a pleasant-smelling odor. Let me ask you something. If, God forbid, one was sent to Siberia or some other distant place, would it help if we had air freshener? But the lesson is, and the lesson that Rashi is communicating is, that even though from time to time there are things, unpleasant things that Klal Yisrael or we as individuals go through, for whatever reason, at all times Hashem has our back. And he sort of winks to us to tell us that he has our back. So although Yosef is going down to Egypt, he's betrayed by his brothers, it's not a pleasant experience. Hashem winks to him by providing him a more pleasant journey to Egypt. We are currently going through unprecedented levels of anti-Semitism on our campuses and literally throughout the world. And we're concerned and we're apprehensive. But we need to remember at all times Hashem is with us. We need to remain strong. We need to remain faithful. We need to remain united, and we will definitely overcome this. Specifically, we find ourselves now, the last days of the month of Nisan, which is the time of miracles, about to enter the month of Iyar, which is associated with healing. May Hashem provide all the necessary miracles and the necessary healing to each and every one of us. Each and every one of you should have a wonderful Shabbos.